If you were up early this morning, nice and cool out there. Temperatures this morning were down into the upper 40s and lower 50s. 48 in Rio Grande City, 50 in Weslaco and Harlingen was a low, and 54 hidden back there in Brownsville. So a cool morning. Not quite that cool tomorrow morning. We should be probably a good 5 or 8 degrees warmer or so across the valley. But see lows tonight dropping mostly into the upper 50s. It might get a couple degrees cooler if it stays clear and the winds stay light enough, but generally slightly warmer than last night with clear skies right now, maybe some patches of clouds as we get toward sunrise. You see clear skies across the valley now, a couple of clouds hanging to the south. Some of those clouds may try to come back over the next few days, but rain chances stay small. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, sprinkles, maybe in a couple of areas, if even that. And here's what's going on, though. European model, upper level wind flows out of the northwest, and most of the chilly air, though, was swept over to the east and didn't make it into South Texas. So a little bit of cool air the last few days, but not cold, cold stuff. Upper level winds continue from the northwest over the next few days, so no significant chances of rain, but the surface winds coming back in from the southeast try to bring a little moisture back. So we may cloud up a bit sometimes tomorrow or Thursday, which is why you see some gray on the screen here, but probably not completely overcast, maybe in and out of partly to mostly cloudy skies. Later down the road, you see another cold front on the map by Saturday. This front kind of gets blown off to the side, so the southeasterly flow continues, which means a warming trend still. Temperatures could be back in the 80s most days, especially by the weekend and early next week. But again, you see almost nothing on there besides warm and humid weather. The next cold front tries to get down in Texas, too, by next Tuesday, a week from now. This one may have a hard time getting here. Some of the longer range models say maybe like 3 or 4 days beyond that we could cool off. But here are the rain chances again beyond 3 days. You know, we write mainly dry in there just in case the cloud's sticking up enough for a sprinkle one of those days. But it's really going to be hard to get much more than a sprinkle. Just not enough moisture to go around and not enough buildup of the clouds. In fact, when you look at the European model, you get out of the time frame here, you can see all the way through this weekend shows almost no rain, and what little green there is around Texas indicates very, very, very little rain. In fact, you can play this out all the way through later next week, and it still doesn't add up much rain. So, you know, if you had a lot of rain and you're still recovering from the flooding last week, you have a chance to dry out probably for the next 7 to 10 days or longer with almost nothing coming out of the sky. Now, if you're spring breaking at the coast tomorrow, 70s in the morning, 70s by afternoon, southeasterly winds picking up a little bit in speed, but no advisories tomorrow. Things looking pretty quiet out there on the waters, and a high tide in the afternoon, high tide in the morning, low tide late in the evening. If the beach isn't your thing, livestock show going on tomorrow. Should be a nice day, in and out of some clouds and temperatures in the 70s most of the day. So your first 1-5-70 forecast, you see temperatures on a slow upward trend. Highs climb back into the low to mid 80s with a little bit breezy conditions each day, but very little chance for rain. Basically just warm and breezy weather coming back for the weekend. But we'll keep tracking it throughout the week in your first 1-5 forecast. Oscar?